Hey there, Andrea Alicia here again. I have actually recorded this video about 3 different times, and not one of them has come up as being a clip in my Videofy Me file. So let's give this a try once again. I had just gone over the Dreamscaping training in the back of the island back office, and what I have come out with again is nothing short of amazing. And what it was encouraging all of us to do was to forget all of the preconceived notions that have been kind of implanted and etched into our very being, that because we're a certain age we have to have certain things, and because we are a certain demographic, we fit a certain place in society, that we should have certain things instead of actually going after the things we want. And automatically when we think of the things that we want, we get this, do you really need to have that? Like, how much do you really need to have? And we get that kind of smug attitude towards it. And it's really our egos creeping up and stifling the supremeness within each and every one of us. Not saying that we should exalt ourselves, but we should definitely not stop wanting more for ourselves because of how we grew up or what we've seen in our immediate environments and what we've seen people around us achieve. Mark in the training was encouraging us to think about anything that we have seen people accomplish. You can accomplish that as well. There's nothing that one person can do that you cannot do. So the exercise was to create very specific and concise visualizations of the things that you want to have, and not just, yay, I want to get out of debt, or yay, I want to have my own business. Like, get specific about the things that you do want. If you want to go somewhere like Paris, don't just go to Paris. Go to Paris and climb the steps of the Eiffel Tower, and then have a cooking class, and then fly off to Greece and to Italy, and be very precise about the things that you want to do when you find out what it is that you actually want. Oh, and when you're deciding on these things that you want, don't have that guilt or feel guilty about wanting more, because the things that you do want support people, they support businesses, and they support services. There's a whole community of services out there to support the things that you want to have and do in your life. So don't feel bad about, I think one of the examples was Mark Hoverson saw somebody driving an Escalade, and he was quite put off by this guy. What does he need an Escalade for? I need money. Why doesn't he give some of that money to me? Instead of thinking that, wow, I bet you he has done a lot to achieve that, and I would love to have my own of that. Not one of my wants and desires, but it may be one of yours. If you can hear my children in the background, sorry about that. I'll try and speak a little louder for you. And, oh, forget for the moment when you're doing these things that imprinting that your immediate environment has on you and your past environment. Kind of forget all about that and just get into your being, in your personal space, and in your soul space, and speak to yourself for just these exercises. And then these ideas that we have floating around in our minds, to not let them stay there. Put them down on paper and make specific actions towards those very things that you want, because the ideas that you have could very well change the earth, the planet, the world, the way things work, the way things go. If some of these greats had ever just sat back and let their ideas float around in their head, then we would never know the world as it is today. So encouragement would be to set up, a lot of people do visualization walls, or I put mine on a screensaver so that I'm always looking at the things that I want. So when I wake up in the morning, it's on my phone screensaver, and I know exactly what it is that I'm waking up to do. I'm not just going through the motions of another day, but going after those goals. And I'm hitting the 5-minute mark here, so let me wrap it up with saying that another great quote from Mark was, "The universe doesn't respond to our wants in our head and our dreams in our head and our desires in our head, but to the actions and the strategies that we implement in our lives to make those things take place and become more concrete." Those aren't his exact words, it's my little spin on it. But that's my encouragement for today. And I think that's all the points that I wanted to cover. Have a wonderful day. Sun's out there and shining. I'm about to go out with the babies. Take care. See you later.